Hello everybody, it's that college football guy. Here's another video. Oof, got the hiccups this morning. Time for that game predictions for all the Saturday games here. Tomorrow, I'm going to get your video done, which is basically going to be the recap for all of the subscriber schools, the good and the bad. That video is tomorrow, hopefully up. I'm going to record it tomorrow. How long it takes to upload? I'll be on the road early in the morning, so we'll see. I'll record it on my lunch break, which is probably going to starting at 6 o'clock in the morning at the yard. I'm booking my lunch break at probably like noon, 1 o'clock. It's going to be an early start to the day. So, shall we get into this since it's almost 10 o'clock right now? Games start at 11. I'm right at the last minute I can get the last of these predictions in, so it's a couple of injury concerns. But here we go. All right, we have number 6 Penn State at Northwestern. Penn State's a 21.5-point favorite. Northwestern had a great game yesterday, but Penn State's Drew Allar's starting to become something very interesting going on college football. I'm going to pick Penn State to win and to cover. Number 8 USC at Colorado. USC is a 22-point favorite. Does anybody not understand the fact that Arizona State lit you up for 28 and this is Colorado? I'm agreeing with the Sharks with the Vegas Insiders. By the way, I get my point spreads from the Vegas Insider. Vegas Insiders, I've been done for years, and this is who I use for their point spread. So this is who I use. So pretty much be known by now. But anyway, I'm gonna pick SC to beat Colorado, but that 22 is too much for my blood. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a one-score game, because USC's defense I just don't trust it. Number 22 Florida at Kentucky. They only have Florida as a 1-point favorite. Florida on the road. This is literally some places a pick 'em. It is a very, very close game. But I'm thinking Florida's going to want to prove something today, and Kentucky seems a little bit out of it. I'm going to pick Florida to win that game and cover the measly 1-point spread, which means they got to win by 2. I think they should be able to pull it off. But then again, who knows? This is Florida. Louisiana at Minnesota. Minnesota's a 10-point favorite. Minnesota's going to win this game, but Minnesota's been having some trouble scoring. Somebody just dressed by my place right now. But they're having trouble scoring. It wouldn't surprise me. This is a field goal game, 7 points. They could blow them out. But right now, because of the trouble they've had scoring, I'm going to say Minnesota wins but doesn't cover that spread. Number 1, Georgia at Auburn. Georgia's a 17.5-point favorite. Auburn's coming in to think they have a chance in this game. Georgia, I think, is finally starting to figure things out. I expect them to win and win easily. I'm going to pick them to win this game and cover the spread. Number 2, Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan's an 18-point favorite. Nebraska's still trying to identify themselves. Michigan is a beast, no doubt about it. I'm picking them to win this game and cover the spread. South Florida subscriber school at Navy. Navy's a 3.5-point favorite. South Florida had a little bit of impressive performance last week against Rice, but it was a couple weeks ago, I should say. But I forgot when they played them. Anyway, Navy. That rushing attack, it's just going to be too much. I'm picking Navy to beat South Florida and cover by the 3.5. Number 24, Kansas at number 3, Texas. Texas is a 16-point favorite. First off, Kansas being ranked, it's still a little, But Kansas is coming in. Everybody remembers what Kansas has done in the past. I don't see it happening this year. I'm picking Texas to win and to cover that spread. I think Texas is just going to be too much. Illinois at Purdue. Purdue, the subscriber school. Purdue's a 1-point favorite. This is basically a pick 'em. I've looked at going back and forth between the two things. This is even. But because Purdue's at home, I'm picking them to win and cover the 1-point spread. Houston at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is an 8.5-point favorite. Some people are picking Texas Tech to win by 15. I think this is going to be a dogfight all the way down to the end. It's probably going to come down to a field goal, but I'm picking Texas Tech to win, but they're not covering that 8.5. Baylor at Central Florida, UCF. UCF is a 9.5-point favorite. Baylor, Blake Shapen playing. Believe he's going to be. Is he going to be rusty? Is he going to be a little bit off on this? Now, could Baylor beat Central Florida? Absolutely, I think they could, but I think that Central Florida is going to win this game, but they're not covering the 9.5. That's when I'm going. 2 things I went against the Sharks on. The Insiders, they picked UCF to cover, but they made their predictions before they knew if Blake Shapen was going to play or not. I think he is going to play. If he plays, they're not covering the spread. If he doesn't play, they're going to cover the spread. But we'll see what happens. Northern Illinois but my official one right now I'd say is not covering. So Northern Illinois at Toledo. Toledo's a 12.5-point favorite. Northern Illinois has been struggling. Toledo is like a rocket ship. No, pun intended. They're going to win and cover that spread easily. Number 23, Missouri at Vandy. Missouri's a 14-point road favorite. Missouri has had problems on the road. Vandy is playing solid. I'm going to pick Missouri to win, but I don't think they're going to win by that 14. This might be a touchdown game here, folks. Boise State at Memphis. Memphis, a 3-point favorite, which basically means this is like a pick 'em almost, because you got the home team's only favored by 3. Boise State's coming in. Their quarterback seems to be going in good shape. Memphis is trying to get things figured out. I think because they're at home. This was in Boise. I'd probably pick Boise. But since this is Memphis at home, I'm going to pick Memphis to win and cover the 3. Hawaii at UNLV. UNLV is an 11-point favorite. UNLV being a favorite at anything is throwing, unless it's an FCS opponent, is throwing me off. I think Hawaii, who has played well defensively, this is basically a taste of who's going to win in the styles. Hawaii has allowed less than 20 points in 3 of their last 4 games, 20 or less in the last 3 of their last 4 games, and less than counting the Michigan game where they only scored 7, UNLV scored 40 or more. So, who's going to win out on this? I'm going to pick UNLV to win, but I have a funny feeling they're not covering that 11. It may be a 7, maybe even a 10-point game. For some reason, I just don't think it's going to happen. Number 13, LSU, and number 20, Ole Miss. LSU is a 2.5-point road favorite. This is going to be a dogfight as well. Ole Miss is going to be having on there, but I don't have much trust in Lane Kiffin. And not because he's the former Tennessee coach. It's just the fact that it comes down to the big games, he just doesn't produce. It makes a lot of boneheaded decisions. And unless the other team's coach makes boneheaded decision, they're not going to get in there. But this is Brian Kelly. I'm picking LSU to win and cover that spread. Number 7, Oregon at Stanford. Oregon is a 27-point favorite. Stanford got beat by Sacramento State with their former head coach, Troy Taylor, his former team came in and beat him. I'm sorry, guys. Two subscriber schools. Oregon's winning this game and covering it easily. It might be surprising if this is a 40-point win. Iowa State at number 14, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 19.5-point favorite. Iowa State did good against Oklahoma State, but there's no state in this. This is Oklahoma. And I think they're figuring things out. I'm going to pick Oklahoma to win and cover the spread. East Carolina, subscriber school, at Rice. Rice is a 3-point home favorite, which this is almost like a pick 'em. JT Daniels against South Florida's defense threw for over 400 yards last week. Or whenever they played him. I think it was last week. East Carolina is almost like in rebuilding mode. Their pass defense is horrible. I'm going to pick Rice to win and cover the spread. Abilene Christian at North Texas. North Texas is subscriber school. This is an FCS matchup. No line out yet. I'm picking North Texas to win that one, so I don't do FCS predictions on that, other than who's going to win. Number 11, Notre Dame at number 17, Duke. Notre Dame is a 5.5-point favorite on the road. Duke, first off, ranked in the top 20. That throws you off. College game day is going to be there in Durham. First time ever. That throws you off. So it's everything in the world going to Duke's way. But I think Notre Dame's going to beat them, and I think they're going to cover that 5.5. South Carolina at Tennessee. Number 21, Tennessee. Tennessee is a 12-point home favorite. This is the other game I'm going against the Insiders. The Insiders are telling me that the South Carolina rush defense will be enough to stop Tennessee's running game, and that their defense will be enough to the point to do this. You understand that of every single game that is on the calendar for Tennessee this year, this was the one circled. They wanted to prove a point. They're going to run it up. They are not going to give a damn. They are going to go full tilt all out at South Carolina. This is the game they've been preparing for. This is the game, even more than Georgia. They want to show last season was a fluke. And the Insiders have Tennessee winning but not covering. I've got Tennessee winning and covering it by then some. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a 35-point win. They are going to run over South Carolina. That's my prediction. Because knowing the players involved, this is the game that they wanted. They've been looking forward to this one. West Virginia at TCU. TCU's a 13.5-point favorite. West Virginia's had some great showings at home. Now they're on the road. If this was at home, I would have picked West Virginia. But 13.5 for TCU. I think TCU's winning, and I actually think they're going to cover the spread because they're going to try to bounce back. San Diego State, subscriber school at Air Force. Air Force is a 12.5-point favorite. San Diego State's defense has been suspect. Their offense is not developed as much as I thought it would. It's kind of surprised me how far back they've regressed from last season. I'm going to pick Air Force to win and cover it easily because I think that running game is just going to beat up San Diego State's defense. Number 12, Alabama at Mississippi State. Alabama's a 14.5-point road favorite. Mississippi State still trying to figure out. They're trying to be more of a conventional pro offense instead of the air raid they were before. And they have air raid personnel. It's not working. I'm picking Alabama to win and to cover the spread. Number 7, Washington at Arizona. Washington's a 19-point favorite. Michael Penix Jr. trying to cement an early lead in the Heisman voting. Arizona's got a good defense, but not against this guy and his receivers. It's just too much. I'm picking Washington to win and cover the spread. And then the one spread that surprised me. Nevada at number 25, Fresno State. Fresno State's a 24.5-point favorite. Nevada's defense has been horrible. Their offense has been horrible. Fresno State is running on all cylinders right now, so I'm going to pick Fresno State to win and cover that spread. Even though it's 24.5, I think they're going to win by 27-28. But why don't you let me know about my predictions down in the comments. So thanks, everybody, for watching the video. If you haven't done already, please smash the like button. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think about this and my predictions you would wish you'd change and anything else. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe to the channel. On the way to that 1,000 subscribers so we can see we can make some stuff happen. So, here we go. Subscribers, like I said, just hope we can make this happen. Like I said, tomorrow I've already got notes down, as you can hear, for the games that happen on Thursday and Friday for those subscriber schools, the good and the bad on those. And I'll be doing this throughout the day as the scores go through to get more and more information on this. But I got to get this uploaded before the 11 o'clock kickoffs. So let me know what you think about anything in the comments. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Whoever's having a great Saturday, be safe out there, and please be good to each other.